ready.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back. I am happy to say that we are here for season 2, or Joy of Life 2 if you will. If you're wondering why it took me so long to start reacting to season 2, that's because I spent the last week rewatching season 1, because I think it was like 2 years ago that I watched season 1 of the show, and it was quite entertaining. I loved it. You guys know how I felt about it. I talked about it a lot at the time, but to be honest, I didn't quite remember what the story was. I know the main character, Xian, but I don't remember the story that much because I wasn't like checking for it to come when the season 2 has come out like that. Like there were other reactions I had to do. Just being honest. So do remember what happened to Xian at the end of season 1. I did remember that going in, and I was like, but you guys in the comment section that were watching my reactions at the time told me, don't worry, Xian is not dead, so he's coming back for season 2. It's just that my curiosity is basically when it comes on to his character is like him now just finding out that he is a legitimate prince. Like, he is the emperor's son, he's a prince, right? Legitimately, he's not really for the family. That's still his family, but not really his blood family. I'm curious to see how that meeting is going to go when he gets back, if he gets back to the capital and talk to his legitimate father, how that conversation is going to go. Is he not going to tell them that he knows that? Is he going to tell them about the noble temple? Like, all of these different things plays a factor in this because he was betrayed. Now, I have a theory about Yang Bingyong, okay? I don't know if I'm saying that right, but I have a theory about this character that stabbed him in the back at the end of the season. I do have a theory about it. I think they discussed something, and that's the reason why he probably didn't hit Xian in a vital spot, and that's how Xian ended up. And him and Yan Bingyong is going to work together when they get back to the capital, and I think it had to be done publicly for it to work. So that's what I'm thinking going into season 2. I'm thinking that he didn't legitimately betray Xian like that. Like, I didn't particularly like his character, but at the same time, the way how his character is being betrayed, you're like, there is a possibility that Xian actually changed him. But at the end of the day, he's still a soldier. He's still a soldier to his core. Like, he won't do anything. He'd rather lay his life down, which is how everybody Overwatch Council is supposed to be, right? So we'll see how things progress and see how things go. I'm ready to jump in. I'm going to try to knock out as many episodes as I can and see. I don't think I'll catch up before season 2 ends because I'm way behind. I'm like a week behind and they were releasing 2 episodes a day on the service that I go in to watch it on. They were releasing 2 episodes a day. So it's like I'm like about 14 or so episodes behind. So I don't know if I'll be able to catch up before the show ends unless they take a break. So we'll see what happens. Anyways, guys, welcome back. I do want to say this as well as a PSA for you guys that are watching. I do not post full reactions on the channel anymore. So if you want to watch the full reaction, you have to go to my Patreon and join up there for free. I might just make an exception, but I want to test it out first. If there is a problem where you guys can't access the Patreon and join the Patreon for free so you can watch the full reactions for Joy of Life Season 2, please let me know in the comment section, and I will go ahead and just make the full reactions available on YouTube again, because I know that was one of the things. if I can, cause I'm gonna try to edit the Joy of Life episodes. I didn't do that last time. Just let me know in the comment section how you guys feel about it, and I will go ahead and just let the full reactions run on the channel. I'll make an exception for this because I don't put this stuff on my channel all the time. Let's jump into the reaction, and I will see you guys right after for the review. Alright, Joy of Life Season 2, baby. Let's go. She's coming back? For real? So Leah's coming back. Whoever that is, I don't know who that is. Of course, little bro. Alright, Uncle Wolf. Seems like we definitely get introduced to some new characters. Alright, I'm ready.
叶教授，我论文又新改了一稿，知道您不爱看电子版。叶教授，范闲到底死了没？
对了，叶教授，那个范闲死了没？
Can't get away from it, man. Everybody wants to know, cause man, I would be bothering you too. Like, don't creep up to me, man.
有事吗，叶教授？真的死了？
I don't think she knows, cause she's not the one. It was a dude that was writing the story, not a woman.
叶教授，
我不知道。
知道什么呀？
Yeah, it was.
张庆，
是我。
你终于出现了。范闲到底死了没有？
啊？
从你拖更开始，每个人都问我同样的问题。
已经写了，第一个就想拿给您看。叶教授，马上可就要闭馆了。
Let's dive back in, man. I'm ready.
有没有把握在这儿留下我的姓名？什么大人？
I'm telling you, man. I have a theory about this. I think.
这就是我的决定。
Why does Yang Byung why does he look so different? That is not the same actor. That is definitely a different actor. They refilmed this. For sure. Damn. Panic. Hey, they all panicking, bro.
别管我，召集检察院所有的人集合，快！是，快去！
Can't believe it, man. Ping ping. I don't think it's real.
市传传回消息，范闲身染疾病，回京都途中身亡，尸体已经被烧掉了。
Lies.
太平了。
And he pulled out the Black Knights too, so
院长，发生什么了？范闲死了，可能要天下大乱。你们在这儿候着，等我休息。
damn, he don't even want him to push him there. Damn, bro. Ping Ping, you ain't a little bit of trouble. So he can't roll up on the Emperor no more. Like, he can't just go in there. And Fan Xian is out here. Damn, Crow. Yeah. Ugh. This is tense. I know my nigga want to choke him out right now.
我儿子尸体在哪儿？不知道，不知道。你凭什么不知道？是你们让他接受监察院，是你们逼他出师背弃，也是你们恶奏黑旗，让他以命犯险。现在人死了，剩下的就只有一句：
I'm telling you, man.
不知道。你们不要他， 我要带我儿子回家，把我儿子还给我。把他藏了一辈子，总不能到死都是不明不白的。他是个
The
人，
intensity, man.
不是棋子。
我把命赔给他。
香，你现在就死吧！
不行，
Damn.
怕死啊！
一个人的命太少。死之前总要求一个善恶全消、欠他性命的人，我都应该带走。
Whatever button that is, I don't know what it does.
二位大人，可别在这儿骂将。
陛下人呐，
陛下不敬。
But he summoned him.
不是陛下召我觐见的吗？
是啊，陛下听闻小范大人噩耗，悲伤至极。
现在如何？
现在看了第二份飞鸽传书，就沉默不语。
第二份。
Bitch ass second prince, man. Oof. Oh, he has a different bodyguard because dude is probably still on the road, probably?
一等见面，谢必安的信中，范闲的消息，这无妨，信得过你。
这是陛下让我给您的。
严冰云是你监察院的人。
Whoa, he's still out here on a pyre? Wait a second, is they really gonna kill? No way, bro.
没想到，范闲就这么死了。
范闲与皇子为敌，必将引起秦国大乱。对他并无私仇，只为秦国。
为了庆国，那为何要烧掉他？
费介是他师傅，范闲一死，他定会验尸，箭伤而亡，瞒不过去。
可没了尸体，又该如何向世人交代？
那就是水土不服，身染重病而亡。
There's something about this pyre too. It's just like, why is so high?
尸体已经烧了，
谢必安杀的。
不是，严冰云背后出剑，暗算得逞。
严冰云杀范闲，
There's no way. Fancian is gone, bro. What is that?
确实少。怎么，信不过我？
You and Fancian made the. It's gotta
我就是
be.
想着装点留个信。
Nah, bro.
怎么会是严冰云动手的？
你也觉得不？
严冰云行事一切以庆国为先，平生最重律法。如今范闲这样的身份，不管发生何事，严冰云都该把人带回京都来审，怎会动手杀人？
护卫传讯也不合理。
没错，护卫守护范闲是陛下的旨意。若严冰云真下杀手，高达一定会将其拿下。
Yeah.
怎么可能送回这样的消息？
What happened to Gao? For real, I didn't see him there at all either.
难道消息有问题？难道
That's what I'm thinking too, bro. That's what I'm thinking
有
too.
可能。
I'm telling
小子
you.
闹什么假死？
为什么已经不重要了？此刻的范闲，万劫不复。
He's beyond redemption? How so?
陛下，
他这是欺君。
不会，范闲绝不会这么轻易死。可是这确实是谢必安的笔记。如果我是范闲，我会怎么做？假死脱身。你去哪儿呢？自然是京都。他这个人太重人情，就算他化成灰，我也能认出来。什么？范闲的灰。
去哪里？
见驾求情。
刚才不见，再去也一样。
那怎么办？
I don't know, big man.
把死刑压下来，别闹大了。
正相反，要闹大。范闲的死要有价值。
殿下怎么就这么认定范闲未死啊？
不久，我有看错过人吗？可是当面杀的人，当面焚的尸，这人怎么逃啊？不知道，这才叫惊喜。
I'm telling you, he's working with Yan, bro. He's working with Yan. When I was rewatching it, because I know when I reacted to it back, I didn't have this theory. But when I rewatched it, and I watched the final episode, and I see how it was filmed, and I was like, the choice just didn't make much of a sense to me, because I was like, when I rewatched episode 46, right, and I see how he did it, and the words that he chose to say as well when he stabbed Xian, I was like, it's gotta be that these two will work together, because it's just like, it just doesn't seem right for Yan to just, you get what I'm saying? Like, it just didn't make sense. Second time around, it just didn't make sense to me. It just wasn't make sense to me. I'm telling you that Yan, they came up, him, Xian, even Gao is probably in on it as well, of the faking of the death. Why he faked his death, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So let's see what happens. Because there's no way that Gao would have just, you know what I'm saying? And I seen like Wang Qingyang is in on it as well. He's got to be. How the hell did they do this?
哪来的血？咱也不能让他白死了呀。大人，您补补。鸡血。
你这是未卜先知，猜到会有今天。
嗯，我这是人缘好。
什么意思啊？
离开京都的时候，三处的师兄给了不少好玩意儿。怎么？
Oh, okay. So it was one of the tools that they gave him.
亏你想得出，还准备了一把火。
不烧不行，谢必安定会仔细检查。也是辛苦老王啊，还得在下边挖个坑道，在下边等我。
哎呀，接应大人嘛，何其荣光！
那骨灰哪来的？
大人有所不知啊，我在里边呢。 找了半扇风干猪，把这猪烧完之后吧，那个头大小跟大人差不多。
行了，你这演的可不如小严公子。
我哪能跟小严公子比呀？小严公子那演的那跟真事儿似的。
For real, for real. He fooled me first time around. For real.
什么破绽？
这种温度的火，要想把人烧成灰，这么会儿时间可做不到。不过我想了想，谢必安一个使剑的，烧人未必拿手，他想不到。
接下来呢？ 什么打算？
童子精妻儿、暗思哲，还有老师，要真是都在老二手里，我心不安。
想救人，
车队慢慢走，我先回趟京都。
你胆子挺大呀！
我能问你个事儿吗？
什么？
为什么选择站在我这边？你真不怕庆国动荡？
监察院从不受威胁，我等行事皆为庆国。
李承泽可是庆国皇子，
身为皇子，却与北齐相勾结，暗中敛财，其心可诛。我忠于庆国，忠于陛下，至于皇子吧，哼。
If that's the same actor, they do look alike, but I don't think it's the same actor. If it is, let me know, because I don't think it's the same actor. It's pretty fresh in my mind, because I just finished rewatching season 1, like, a few hours ago. He's rushing back to the capital.
都在祭拜呢，咱们也去拜拜吧。
来啊，排队领香。哎，
给我也来根香。
这城门外边摆丧事，这也没人管。 而且这人人都在祭拜，家人面够宽的。
确实是。
世书是义，诗文未见出其右。千古同悲，多情向来空遗恨。
这两句也不挨着呀。
是，哎，而且这话说的够狂的。诗文未见出其右，
别乱说话，死者为大。
多情向来空遗恨，这是个多情的才子。
Talking about
咱京都有这么一号吗？ 我过去看看，也姓范，范安之谁啊？
我呀，
大人自安之啊，
难不成是同名同姓？
来，咱们排好队啊，跟我走。诸位，这儿可有个讲究啊，范闲范大人当年初到京都，便在此地下马，
坐着马车
伤怀。诸位，春雷将至，在此 处祭拜，既可保学子高中，又能助姻缘美。这还办姻缘？哎，冷静，冷静，怎么拆了？哎，别，自个儿呢？这都什么跟什么呀？
对啊，
知道啊。这阵仗不比过年热闹。哎呀，不愧是我呀。
Everybody try to make money off of his name. That's crazy. This is the ending.
红楼结局没写完呢，骗谁了你？
没写完。
大人半道假死，那消息甚是隐秘，这怎么都传开了呀？二殿下传出去的？
想不明白，他这么做图什么呢？
So the emperor feels some sort of way because he faked his death. It's but a scare, man. It's heartless. Let's just keep it a buck, man. It's kind of heartless what he did. It really is. Because it's like, you know that these guys, they really worry about you. Especially, you know, your surrogate dad, if you want to call him that. Especially him. Like, Fan Xian is... Like, he really, really loves Fan Xian. It's like, it's crazy how much he loves him, and it's like his adopted son. The emperor loves him too. To hear that news off the bat and that coming in, that can, as an old man, it could have given him an heart attack. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, they kind of pushed him in this situation and they didn't have to, but they wanted him to be capable, you know, and then he ends up dying because of that. The amount of emotion that you go through because of that is crazy.
范闲之死，天下震动。如果这个时候我们在京城把这个人给找出来，
那欺君罔上的罪名，就算是坐实了。
我已经在王启年家周围布下了天罗地网，只要范闲一出现，他便逃不出殿下的手掌心。
除了他，范闲无人可用。
可还有监察院啊！范闲可是监察院祭司。
回监察院，那就不仅是欺君的罪名。真要如此，这棋局的胜负就算定了。
不过既然有这安全院，咱们也不是非得去你家。
不，大人，安顿滕家母子的事儿啊，那是我夫人帮着办的。要找他们呀，那还是得回我家啊，去找我家夫人。
哎，老王啊，入夜再去，小心为上，克制一点儿。
院长，
年若海呢？
他把自己关起来了。
去看看。
He's taught her a few tricks.
看来正如院长所料，范闲没死，还来了京都。那你这会儿
This man put himself in prison.
来监察院找你，
他不能来这里。监察院凌驾百官，又是庆国第一重地。他如果只是因为自己的私事动用替死权力，必死无疑。
你不是说陛下都震怒了吗？
假死乃是欺君的，
也是死罪啊。 左也是死，右也是死，那你还有心思可咒？
该做的我都做了，
能救他，
能救他的只有他自己。
He can only save himself.
范闲过不了这一关会怎样？
他如果过不了这一关的话，恐怕你永远不会走出这里。
不重要，关键是你。如果范闲死了，你会做什么？
如果范闲真的死了。 会有很多人陪葬。
He ain't playing either. Oh man, it's good to be back. It is good to be back. It is good to be back, people. All right, so there we go, man. Joy of Life, Season 2, Episode 1. I'm planning to do more episodes. I'm going to try to catch up as quickly as possible. But at the same time, I do want you guys to understand that I might not catch up before the end, okay? But that's okay, because you guys will be ahead. You guys can just watch my reactions. So, it is confirmed. Fan Xian is alive. He faked his death, right? Which is what I was saying, and I could go ahead and play my intro right now, because you guys might not even believe me that I had this theory. because I don't think I said anything like this on my final review for season 1. I don't think I said. It's just because I literally a few hours ago finished watching season 1 all over again, and my theory coming out of it, and I said it in my intro as well, my theory was that because you guys at the time when I reacted to season 1, everybody was like, don't worry, Fan Xian is not actually dead, he's coming back. How that is going to happen, we see now in season 2. But my theory was that him and Yan Bingyun, right, I felt like they came up with a plan to fake his death in some way. I just didn't know how they were going to pull it off, because the decision frightened me. And if you go back and watch my season 1 review, when I was talking about that, I was furious, right? I was a little angry because I was like, this dude just making wrong decisions. I don't like the decisions that he made. But then when I rewatched the show, and I was like, the way how it was filmed, just the way how everything turned out, I was like, it just didn't make sense that Yan would kill Fan Xian. It just didn't make sense to me. You know what I'm saying? And it turns out that I was right, that they actually planned the entire thing. But why did Fan Xian fake his death is a whole other story that we're gonna have to figure out. Why did he decide to do that? Because now we're finding out in this episode, we're finding out that it's a big crime. I didn't even know that faking your death, deceiving the emperor is such a big deal, right? Especially if you're an official. It's like I guess it's because you want to get away from your duties. Maybe you can become a traitor and stuff like that. So it's a big deal. It's punishable by death. That's how serious it is. So we'll see what happens here. How is he gonna get out of this? Is, you know what I'm saying, putting everybody in that position is just not cool, where you know that there are people that care about you. Luckily enough, Roro is the type of person that believes in her brother and have faith in her brother so strongly that she's not even mourning, because she knows that Fan Xian he's not dead. You know what I'm saying? Whether you want to call it denial or not, that's just the blind faith that she has in her brother, and it's understandable. It's totally understandable, because that's the type of personality she is. But I wouldn't blame her either if she was mourning, if she was grieving about it, and she was, she got sick because she was grieving so hard. That wouldn't surprise me either. But the fact that she's here and she's staying strong, she's like, listen, man, Fan Xian is not dead. I know he's not dead. Yeah, they can throw up all the balloons and all these different things, but I know he's not dead. So cool. It was also nice to see the stepmom actually be so worried and grieving for Fan Xian, because we know how that relationship started out, right? Kind of contentious in a way, because he's illegitimate as a son in their family, in their eyes. So she kind of gave him a lot of flack, right? She did give him a lot of flack coming in, and it was just kind of weird how she was treating him. But over time, as she got to know Fan Xian, she became a fan of Fan Xian, right? She became a fan. She began to like him because he stuck up for her, son and his brother and stuff like that. And that's just the type of person that he is. And I can't wait to see how they continue with this. This is great. I love where this is going. It's expected for things to be a little bit slow starting out, so I'm just excited to watch it. And I'm not necessarily nostalgic feeling about this show, but it's like, because I just finished rewatching season 1, everything is fresh for me, so it's not hitting me like it probably would hit other people that's been waiting for years. So if anything, I would tell you guys, if you want to find back that excitement about this show and what it represents, and how it goes, I would suggest that you guys go back, watch season 1, and then come back and watch start watching season 2. I know, and I'm here for it. I enjoyed episode 1. Hopefully episode 2 is just as enjoyable, and the rest of the episodes for the season. I'm intrigued by this. I'm very intrigued by the show and where it's going. I'm glad that there's so many episodes for me to catch up on, and I don't think I'm gonna catch up with it before it gets to before it's ending for season 2. I don't know how many episodes there is for season 2. Maybe you guys can let me know that as well. I know there's like right now there's like 12 or 14 episodes out. I don't quite remember. I think it's like 12 episodes that is out right now as I'm checking on the streaming service that I'm watching it on. So we'll see what happens from here. Anyways, guys, thank you guys so much. I appreciate y'all, man. Tell me if you guys are excited for the rest of this season, for the rest of Joy of Life. I appreciate you guys. Leave a like, leave a comment. I'll see you guys for the next one. I'm out. Peace.